Let's talk about that title. If you're an older man and masturbate, I'm sorry to say this. I know it sounds alarming, and it was designed to get your attention for a very important reason. But I want to be very clear from the start. This isn't about shame. This isn't about judgment. This is about having an honest, adult conversation about a topic that too often gets hidden behind a wall of silence. In our culture, we don't talk much about sexuality and aging, especially for men. It's treated as either a joke or something to be ignored completely. But the reality is that our sexuality is a part of us for our entire lives, and understanding it is a key part of our overall health. So today, from a health and psychological perspective, we're going to explore what really happens to your body and mind when you masturbate after the age of 50. We will cover the powerful, under-discussed benefits, but we will also address that crucial warning hidden in the title, a warning that every man needs to hear. To have this conversation properly, we first need to understand what's happening in the male body after 50. The aging process brings about natural, and I stress the word natural, changes. Hormonal levels, particularly testosterone, begin a gradual decline. Your physical responses might change. Perhaps it takes longer to become aroused, or sensations feel different than they did at 25 or 35. This is not a failure. It is simply physiology. The most common misconception is that desire simply vanishes. It doesn't. It transforms. The way you experience desire, its frequency, and what triggers it may evolve. And this is where self-pleasure or masturbation becomes more than just a physical act. It becomes a private, powerful tool for self-discovery. It offers a no-pressure environment to understand your body's new rhythms and patterns. It's a way to stay connected to your own sexuality on your own terms, without the expectations that can sometimes accompany partnered sex. It's an intimate dialogue with yourself. And that dialogue comes with significant health benefits that are rarely mentioned. Let's break them down, because this is where the conversation starts to shift from taboo to therapeutic. First, the physical benefits. Regular masturbation is excellent for circulatory health in the genital region. Think of it as exercise for your most delicate tissues. The increased blood flow helps maintain the health and elasticity of the tissues and blood vessels, which is critical for preventing atrophy and maintaining erectile function. In fact, it's one of the most direct ways to keep that part of your body healthy and responsive. Speaking of keeping that part of your body healthy and responsive, this is incredibly important. Many men don't realize that a core aspect of powerful, lasting erections comes down to the health of a specific smooth muscle inside the body. There's a fascinating discovery about a completely natural 7-second home method designed to support this exact function, helping to restore blood flow and firmness without pills or injections. It's a different approach that addresses the underlying physical mechanism we've just been talking about. If this is a topic that resonates with you, I've made it easy to learn more. Point your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen now to watch a short, eye-opening video that explains this method. I've also placed a direct link in the pinned comment below. Now, setting that aside, let's talk about the psychological benefits, which are just as important. For many men, aging can come with a subtle loss of confidence or a changing perception of their own body. Masturbation can be a profound act of self-acceptance. It's a quiet affirmation that your body is still a source of pleasure and vitality. It reinforces a positive body image and strengthens self-esteem. Furthermore, it's a healthy tool for emotional regulation. Life is full of tension from work, family, or health concerns. Masturbation provides a physical release for that pent-up emotional energy. And finally, it offers a sense of agency. At a stage in life where you might feel you have less control over your career or your health, this is one area where you remain fully in charge of your own pleasure and well-being. It's a reclamation of personal agency. And now, with all those powerful benefits understood, we need to address the reason for this video's title. The part where I say, I'm sorry to say this. I am truly sorry to have to say this, because the last thing I want is to create fear. but it would be irresponsible not to. The danger is not in the act of masturbation itself. The danger lies in compulsion. When any behavior, especially a pleasurable one, shifts from a conscious choice to a compulsive habit, it can start to cause harm. Let's start with the physical risk. While moderate masturbation is healthy, excessive or overly aggressive masturbation can lead to a condition known as desensitization. Imagine listening to music with the volume always at maximum. Eventually, you need it that loud just to hear it. Similarly, if the nerves in the genital area are constantly subjected to very high-intensity stimulation, they can become less responsive to normal touch. This can make it more difficult to achieve arousal or orgasm with a partner, or even by yourself, leading to frustration and anxiety. The more serious risk, however, is psychological. This is when masturbation becomes a form of emotional anesthesia. It's a quick, reliable way to get a hit of dopamine and escape from difficult feelings. Are you feeling lonely, anxious, grieving a loss, depressed? Compulsive masturbation can become the go-to coping mechanism, a way to numb the pain without ever addressing its source. It provides a temporary fix, but in the long run, it can deepen the cycle of isolation. Instead of reaching out to a friend, going for a walk, or addressing the root of your anxiety, you turn inward to a behavior that, while comforting, keeps you locked away from the world. This leads to the third risk, lifestyle neglect. If masturbation becomes the primary source of comfort and entertainment, it can start to crowd out other essential parts of a healthy, fulfilling life. It can reduce your motivation to engage in social activities, pursue hobbies, exercise, or even maintain relationships. These are the very things that are proven to combat loneliness and keep the mind and body sharp in our later years. When one habit dominates, the rest of a balanced life can begin to wither. So, what is the path forward? The answer is a single, powerful word: balance. A healthy sex life, including self-pleasure, exists within the context of a healthy overall life. It's not about stopping. It's about being mindful. It's about honest self-reflection. I want you to ask yourself these questions, and please be honest with yourself. Is this practice enhancing your life, or is it taking away from it? Do you feel more energized and relaxed afterward, or do you feel empty or tired? Are you using it to connect with yourself, or to disconnect from the world and your feelings? The goal is to ensure that masturbation serves you, not the other way around. It should be one of many tools in your well-being toolkit, alongside social connection, physical activity, mental stimulation, and a healthy diet. And if you suspect that it has become a way to cope with persistent loneliness or depression, please know that seeking support from a therapist or a doctor is a sign of strength, not weakness. To wrap this up, let's be perfectly clear. Masturbation is a normal, natural, and, when practiced mindfully, incredibly beneficial part of a man's life at any age. It's a tool for health, stress relief, and self-knowledge. The "I'm sorry" in the title is for the men who may have unknowingly allowed this healthy practice to become a compulsive escape, one that is holding them back from a richer, more connected life. The danger is not the act, but the loss of balance. Embracing your sexuality throughout your life is an act of self-respect. Do it with wisdom, awareness, and kindness to yourself. If you appreciated this honest and mature approach to health, consider subscribing for more content that respects your intelligence and your life experience. Thank you for watching.